Hello, dear Pisces. This is Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology. Thank you so much for taking some time to spend with me today to get a peek at your 2021 Intuitive Tarot forecast. I bet you guys thought I forgot you. It's been weeks. I've been taking it easy. I've been resting up. I've been doing all the things I need to do. And we're just going to go ahead and get into the reading now. If you guys want to book any personal readings, follow me on social media or find out anything else that you need to know. There are links in the description below, including to the extended version of this reading, which will be available for you over at Vimeo. What we're doing today is we're looking at where are you at the beginning of 2021? Where should you expect to be? This is, of course, a general and collective reading for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Dominant, 12th house, whatever you got going on, however you identify with the sign of Pisces, all right? Where is it that you guys will likely be at the end of 2021? And then what energy is getting you there? In the extended, we're going to take a peek at the best advice to navigate through this situation. So let's take a peek. Actually, Spirit just sent me a little message about this card. This right here, you guys, let me get... That is so much better. All right, sorry about that. Camera angle, shadows, all that good stuff. Distinctive potential. This here is from the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle. And when it first came out, I actually kind of got some Six of Swords vibe. Just because we have six, I guess you could call them, well, they're not swordfish. They're narwhals, right? And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them. That's exactly what I thought, right? But let me tell you what. All of the cards that came out in the first row are actually wands. And if you take a peek at the representation of the wands, you can see that that's actually what we're looking at here in this card, distinctive potential. It is, rather than a Six of Swords, which is about healing, moving away from hard times towards some calmer waters, which I do believe some of that is going to take place for you by the end of the year. This is just about victory, about moving forward victoriously, feeling good, looking good to others, meeting goals, just really doing well. You've got an idea. You've got an opportunity. You've got something on the table that has distinctive potential to bring that sort of energy into your life. All right. Now, what's really interesting, check this out. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. Faith is a keyword for me for the Star card. And determination is a keyword for me for the Strength card. Those two cards definitely came out. So that's some advice that you guys are going to need to take throughout the year as you are building on and working on this distinctive potential. I will give you a heads up. At the end of the year, do you see how these fish are kind of like swimming downwards? Yeah. Not these. They've got somewhere to go. Persistent drive comes along with seeing both sides. So I do believe that there's something more that needs to unfold, some more information that needs to come out about this idea, opportunity, potential. Maybe it's a relationship. I don't particularly see any cards on the table that would indicate that that's what it would need to be, but it's something with distinctive potential. And by the time you get a little further down the road, you're going to be able to see the situation differently. And once you're able to see it differently, I do feel like you're going to know exactly what you need to do in order to accomplish that goal. So, real quick, I've got a hoodie on and I don't need it. It's just too much. Okay, getting comfy back here, getting a sip of water. Let's go ahead and talk about all these wands that came out. That's actually very, very interesting to me. I'm going to go ahead and move that a little closer for you guys. That we had a whole row of wands up top. 2 of them, the Prince and the Ace of Wands, are inverted. What this means is that I'm going to call this your flow. Okay, this is the flow that you are in. This is the rate of change in your life at the time that this reading is relevant to you. All right. It's a little frustrating. Things are not moving as quickly as you want them to. And so I feel like this represents a new approach, some sort of new idea or new approach. Okay, well, fine. If ABC is not going to work out, then I'm going to go for BCD instead. Let's just alter the plan. We'll go at it just a little bit differently. But for some reason, you guys, it's just kind of a big no-go. I feel like there is whatever's going on in your life right now, it's either not getting on its feet. They're literally showing me Bambi. When Bambi's first born, you know how deers have a really, really hard time standing up? That is the image that I'm getting in my mind. So something that's having a hard time taking off, or you just don't have the energy to support it at this time. All right. So I feel like there's a lot of frustration, a lot of false starts. For some reason, I want to call this like a status quo type energy. Like things are just, I'm getting a lot of visual images from Spirit today, and this is the tripping over one's feet, trying to make movement in a certain direction. And just, if you could imagine yourself metaphorically tripping over your own feet, it's like every action you take provides you with a counter action that leaves you like one step forward and one step back. All right. So even though there are new things that you can try, new desires that emerge out of this situation, it really feels like a great big no-go until lightning strikes. Once lightning strikes, and I'm saying that because check this out, we got little zigzags here, and I bet you guys couldn't see this because it's off screen. What we've got on the bottom of the deck, the Tower card. Lightning strikes. All right. So some sort of tremendous shift in perspective. Whatever it is that's not moving along as effortlessly as you want it to. It's about a shift in perspective. And once that comes in, whoosh, whoosh, things will begin to move very, very fast. Look what we have here. The Six of Swords. That was the energy that I originally thought that to be. It's that healing energy, but it's also, especially in this deck, very much about balance and communication, which is interesting. Three of Cups reversed there, Princess of Swords. So for some of you guys, yes, interesting. For some of you, there is some distinctive potential. It might be about a relationship, okay? It could be about a job or any of those other things, projects, self-esteem, adventures, whatever it is that you're working on. It's about energy. What are you putting yourself into, okay? What's holding it back is that there's some healing going on underneath the surface. In fact, we've got healing going on in the daytime and the nighttime. And I'll talk about that some more in just a moment. Let me go ahead and try to get out a thought that Spirit is putting in front of me right now. I feel like I started to, oh no, where'd it go? There's a shift in perspective that's going to bring in an awful lot of healing. I feel like what's been going on with you, by the way, I'm just going to go ahead and summarize this bottom row. All of this pent up energy, and then as soon as it goes, you guys, 4 major arcanas plus the Tower on the bottom. This is tremendous energy. What this says to me is that these are life path lessons that are sitting before you. That these are really tremendous, and I even want to say divinely guided, divinely inspired opportunities in your life. I'm being reminded because this Temperance card to me is Archangel Michael. Do you guys remember when John Travolta was in that movie, Michael? I think it was called Michael. And he played the Archangel Michael. And I think like just come to earth doing his thing. And I feel like that's the movie where you get this quote where it's like, oh, yes, it is. It's about strength. He says, when you need strength in your life and you pray for strength, God or whoever your higher power is doesn't just give you strength. They give you opportunities to be strong. So that's what you're being given an opportunity to heal. You're being given an opportunity to move forward on your unique path. You are being given an opportunity to have faith in yourself. But most of all, you're being given an opportunity to overcome anything that exists within you that you are perceiving as weakness. And I feel like it has to do with emotional reactivity, right? Because when we're the strength upright and we have a goal, we're just going for it. We're not worried about our feelings getting hurt, right? But when we still have some healing to do underneath, when we're still reminding ourselves of who the bleep we are, it's easy to get scared, to get nervous, to get bashful, to retract, to lose faith in oneself, to lose courage and to lose confidence. Okay? It's like if you had an injury. Let's say, like, oh my gosh, this happened when my son was in high school. He had this friend who was a great athlete. Freshman year was on all these varsity teams, but he kept getting injured and then put right back in. He wasn't being given an opportunity to heal. By the end of his freshman year, his body had undergone so much damage that he was no longer the athlete that he used to be. And that's sort of the analogy that I'm getting for you guys right now. If you're not giving yourself time to heal, you aren't able to get back into the game with the same amount of enthusiasm and confidence and vitality as you had before. All right. So I think that's the warning here, is to be patient. Trust your journey is the story that's coming through with the Chariot, and have faith. All right. Because for some of you guys, I just was thinking on the horizon. We have to really dig into these cards a little deeper. Okay. Story is coming together. There's something really beautiful for you on the horizon right now, Pisces, but you're on the path to it. Okay? This is your path. If you're thinking to yourself, oh, there's this thing I'm trying to make happen. It has so much distinctive potential. Why am I not on the path? You have to take the scenic route here, Pisces, because there's something you need to see. Like I said, shift in perspective is huge. That eyeball's really looking at me. But let's dig into these three cards a little deeper. The Chariot, of course, very much about balance, very much about being on your path. He's got this white horse and this dark horse. Do you remember how I said I was getting these vibes, something about healing in the daytime and healing in the nighttime? Now it makes a lot more sense. This is the healing that happens on the surface in your daily life. All right. So maybe you're laughing more because look at this. Look what's in his background. He's coming from a tower. There's been some sort of tower moment in the past, I believe, that you guys have endured that has left you maybe a little hurt still, maybe a little untrusting, maybe lacking a little bit of confidence, all right? Because he's leaving that tower behind. On the surface, on the outside, you've cleaned up your act. You're not laying around crying all day, watching Netflix, reality TV shows in your sweats, eating ice cream anymore. All right? You're waking up, doing your thing, looking good, feeling good, meeting and greeting the day. That kind of healing has already taken place. What Spirit wants to balance that with, because that's what this Chariot is all about. Your path moving forward. And by the way, this is all about speed, and this is all about speed. So the key to whatever it is that you're trying to move victoriously with or on or towards, is about balancing this external healing, whatever you've got going out on the outside, the happy, the sunshine, the good days, with what you have going on at night. And this is about subconsciously, what do you have faith in? What do you believe in? Do you believe that you're deserving of this thing that you're headed towards? Because Spirit does. And I feel like that is the crux of the issue. That is the crux of this healing that needs to come in, is this realization, yes, because this eye is the third eye. In this we got third eye imagery everywhere. According to the law of one, our sense of self-worth, which is a book, our sense of self-worth resides in our third eye chakra. Emotional baggage is in our sacral, right? And those two things balance one another. I feel like you've done a lot of healing emotionally, but what has yet to be set right is your sense of self-worth, your sense of faith in yourself, your sense of who you are. Also, can I point out to you, just notice this for the first time ever, that flamingo has both feet on the ground. Okay? You don't have to do the balancing act anymore. You don't have to do the balancing act anymore. That's what Spirit is saying right now. And I feel like you guys know what that means more than anything. Okay? But look at this. This is just beautiful. The way that we have sort of like these horizons running together here. So you're healing right now. Be patient because you're going through healing, right? And for some of you are like, well, when am I going to get to the healing finish line? And that's not what it's about. It's about seeing something, like I said before, from a different perspective. Interesting. She's got like a little crane and she's got a little flamingo. Those animals might have some sort of significance to you. I really like the way these came out today. And then, of course, with the Strength card reverse. That's what what Spirit is coming in to say to you. Hey, if it takes a second for your blessings to get to you, don't worry, baby doll. It's not because you're not worth it. It's because, like, we're working really hard. We are pulling that sun up to the horizon, orchestrating some beautiful, beautiful blessings that are absolutely meant for you, Pisces. But once again, a shift in perspective is going to be needed. It's going to bring in some healing. It's going to bring in a lot of healing. I actually think that what this is saying to me is that you are going to see, absolutely, with the Judgment card too, you're going to see something from the past from a very different perspective. I think that that right now, it's very likely that you're holding on to a thought pattern that something happened the way it did in the past because you were not good enough, you didn't do good enough, you weren't worth it, right? That's what Spirit is trying to heal within you. You're worth the absolute best, which is why sometimes the universe has to bring in some tower moments to steer you away from things that are not what is the absolute best for you. So I think that's what you're going to be seeing both sides of by the end of this, Pisces. Whatever situation it was in the past that caused this need to pause, this need for Spirit to like sit you down and have you take a few deep breaths and just calm down before we move forward. All right? Whatever it was in the past, you guys are going to be seeing it differently. And then what that does is it allows you to move forward towards it in a different way than you are capable of doing right now. So Spirit is saying, trust us. We've got your back. We are guiding you. We're going to get you the perspective that you need in order for this path that we are taking you on right now to make sense to you. Just hold tight and it will become clear. So if you guys are interested, like I said before, I'm going to head over to Vimeo and do an extended reading. I think the Bianco Nero wants to come out, and we're going to get you guys some advice for navigating through this energy throughout the course of 2021. And yeah, if I don't see you guys there, I hope to catch you back here on the channel again soon. Take care, my beloved Pisces. Bye-bye.